Alright guys, so here we are back at the paint mixing bench again, having the best life. And we're going to spray some clear on the hood in the booth. I just wanted to show you guys this Prime Euro Plus clear coat here. It is a 2-to-1 mix clear, so supposedly more solids in there for us, all the goodness. We're going to make us up enough to get 3 wet coats on this hood, so these boys will have enough to cut and buff if they want to. They've been working pretty hard to get this truck finished, and you know, time is tough at the end of the school year. They think they can do everything, and it's just, man, it takes a lot to get one of these, all the body work done, prime blocked, everything correctly. So we're doing it just however we can here today. So that is a 2-to-1 thrown in there. Saw a little chunk fall in it, so I'm going to use a strainer today. Okay, don't usually use them. These disposable cups have a strainer built in. So there we go, here we are. And yeah, now you notice my cup was still green a little bit. I mixed that clear in there, and my clear is clear here. So that clear doesn't have the same solvent in it, doesn't always break down the color, especially when you're using the cheaper materials. So I need to run back, grab my respirator quick, and then we're going to throw some clear on this thing because, like, we need to get home. All right, so quick walk through of the paint shop this morning. Yeah, doesn't look like a paint project, but yeah, a guy needed to get a little fix done on the trans, so here we are. It's nice to have tools. Deuce, you gonna finish this hood today? That's good. I think the truck's getting ready to get cleared, so we got to get this done, man. Good morning, America!
Good morning, America.
Yeah! Green and black. Kind of a different way to two-tone it. It'll make it look like it's a four-wheel drive, right? With the dark color on the bottom, always makes it look like there's a shadow underneath it and it's lifted. So, yeah, just my perspective. Well, Miguel's been working his tail off trying to get this done. This is, you know, we got the Foxbody out there that was the roughest Foxbody in Tulsa. And I think this may have been the second roughest OBS truck in Tulsa. But it actually came from Arkansas, so you got that. So here we are. Clear day is coming. So here's the cab that goes with the OBS. Isn't it nice to have 2 paint booths and you can just like bloop bloop, paint, do everything. Ooh, roof's kind of dry. So getting ready to put paper on this and put the black on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Hood getting high build primer on it. Yeah. So where your door gap is, you need to take and put some tape coming up that gap there, and where the fender is as well, where that gap is, you want tape coming up to keep overspray from blowing in and going up and coming out up here and ruining your two-ish tone-ish. Looking good.
I got like 23.
Ah, got a little box trailer here, all sanded, most of the way masked up. We're gonna be painting this some single stage white. Not very much room in between the roof filters and the trailer. It's the only problem with a booth, like they're never big enough, no matter how big they are. Here we go, the final countdown. We got different wheels for this car. These are just the paint and body shop wheels, right? So, super cool. She is looking nice. This was the worst Foxbody Mustang in Tulsa County, and it is not anymore. Like, we got all the lights working on it and everything put back together. I had to stick a piece of trim down on the back here, and I've got a very short list of things, and this will be the tail light view, which is our favorite one when the car's done and ready to be delivered. Then the old bomb here, still working on it. It is getting so close to being ready. We're gonna go over this morning and watch the transmission on the dyno machine, because the motor's done now, all put together. I got to put a oil pressure sender in the back of it and glue these things down here for the knock sensors just to fill those holes. And we'll put it back in the truck with no intake on it, because it is hard to get in there with that intake. And yeah, you can kind of see the insides, just everything's thrown in here like wild men. Dash is back in it. You can see how much difference we got here color wise where we dyed the interior stuff. I didn't bother to mess with that column yet. And then we've also done this to the headliner. Yeah, like it or not, I don't care. It's my car, not yours. So I've taken a bunch of these oil pressure sender units and just cut the top plastic off and drilled them out with a drill bit that's the proper size, and then tap it with a 1/8 inch pipe tap. That way you can run the stock sender or, you know, a mechanical gauge or whatever, but you got that factory little sending unit there to provide you a threaded adapter. Well, I bought enough gauges and stuff over the past few years. I think that adapter right there is the proper size, and it's already 1/8 inch. So we're going to put a little tape around those threads, staying outside of where it could get into the oil. And yeah, we'll tighten this down in there and we'll be one step closer on our engine. Yeah, I pick what you see. You're riding with me, right? So, old 70 Chevy here. They're putting tires on it. Got my transmission over on the dyno over here. That's what I really came to check out, but lots of fun stuff. Even have this car in here. You might see him at a drag strip near you. If you do, you ought to check him out.
Manual.
Manuel shifted, okay. That was electronic shifting. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Looks great.
There we are.
Hey! Oh man. There's probably a dozen air hoses out here. You could get you a bigger one. A longer one. Have you already put one coat on it? Oh, you haven't put another one on since the first one.
Yeah.
Gotta have the stamps. This running coat? Or is that was the first one was a running coat? Yeah. Brothers working together, man.
Hey.
Bro, you're making it way harder than it has to be. Got that gun choked down. I don't know how you got the clear to run with it like that. That's how you do it. So there's that transmission that was on the dyno earlier. New converter, electric transfer case. I think I'm going to end up switching this transfer case out for the next generation before that was we could still get a manual shift, but I've got it to poke it up in there now. Transfer case isn't the end of the world to take out. It's the transmission's really a pain though. So we did the old quick clean under the hood on the Foxbody. It don't look bad for as many miles as she's got on her and everything. It's pretty good. I think it's gonna be a good looking car. This guy's really gonna enjoy this thing. And I hope that I don't ever see it again in my life. There you go. I don't think it's too bad for a little bit of progress in the old shop, showing you guys where we're at on some stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, tell me what you want me to do next. Yeah. You know the deal. Here we have it, the Iwata spray gun, disposable cups. This is all single stage, spraying just a big enclosed trailer here, trying to finish up the week, finish up the school year, get things going. These guys are eating hamburgers out here, and we're trying to get a trailer painted. So let's get after it.